I'm just having fun. That's what these reviews are. Fun, I tell you. Fun. I'm having fun. That's better. There we go. Carry that, baby. What's up, guys? Brunsnick's back. It's time to introduce the DV8 Dark Side. Now, the Dark Side has a brand new symmetrical core, low RG, lower differential, built for two-handers in mind, all wrapped with that Inciter Hybrid cover. Now, I can't wait to see what this Dark Side does on the lanes for me with SPECTO running, of course. But before we get to all that, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Now, let's take a walk on the Dark Side. All right, let's talk about this new DV8 Dark Side. And let's start with that core. Brand new core design, lower differential, duality core. Take a look at that one. Low RG 2.48, differential 036. And it's all wrapped with that Inciter Hybrid, non-HK version. Bone on crown jewel, house shot, nothing special here. A lot of oil in the middle, not a lot to the outside, 43 feet. I don't know, 13-to-1 ratio. How about that? So, got SPECTO running. We're going to start it out. We're going to move it in. We're going to talk about this DV8 Dark Side. Starting on 15 with this cool looking ball. Looks like two colors. Compound finish. Lower flare. And we're going to see if that's true to the case after drilling. Ooh, okay. Wrap 10 out of the gate. So these designs for two-handers has now gotten a lot more versatile. We got the ASIM, we got the symmetrical version. Now we got the lower flare version, which I think is going to be very popular for tournament players. All the college bowlers out there that like the lower flare, and you get a hybrid cover, something for control, but still has a little bit of pop. So yeah, the flare rings are a little bit tighter together. That is normal when you get a lower flaring differential ball. Not bad. Looks like about 3 to 4 inches of flare. So that 036 differential is doing as much work as it can. Now you can always go on the website for DV8 because they have drilling information for these balls and also what the numbers will go to for your two-handers out there after drilling. So whether you put the pin from the center of grip, which is in between your fingers, 2 inches, 3 inches, 4 inches, whatever the number is, you get different numbers. So it's to the dry. But I always get the question, is these balls that are built for two-handers, you know, for only people that don't use their thumb, will they work for bowlers that use their thumb? Yeah, absolutely, yes, absolutely they do. They take on the characteristics of what the ball was built. Now, you don't get that same versatility with the numbers. You can change all the craziness, but you can still get a lot of the benefit from the core and the cover stock intent. So let's throw one more shot from out here. I love lower flaring bowling balls. Reminds me of a time that was simpler in the 90s when everything, for the most part, was lower flaring. Hold. Oh, come on, carry that. All right. So it does hook plenty from straighter angles. So let's give it a little bit of room to hook and test it out. Because at some point, I gotta think that this ball is not gonna wanna come back from the spot. When I start opening my angles, we're gonna find out where that spot exactly is. I don't know. We're gonna find out. Let's move at 5. I'll be in a 20 now. And I think this zone, for this ball, got a few games out there. It's not super fresh. Right where you wanna be using this ball, I think. Oh, look at that. And here's why I love lower flaring bowling balls, is because they tend to maintain their axis rotation a lot longer. They have less of ability to roll out, especially with a shinier cover like this. And the hitting power is just a little more extreme, in my opinion. When it maintains its axis rotation, you're gonna have more pin action, the pins fly. People always say, oh, I want a ball to keep the pins low. No, I want the pins to fly everywhere. Send them wide. No one ever said, oh yeah, you did really great, you know, the pins stayed low. It's like, no, I want to carry everything. I want the pins to look like popcorn in a hot pan. Just pop, pop, pop. Let's do that again. This zone's awesome. Get it. All right, a little lazy with the hand there. Yeah, these are the bowling balls that aren't going to be as affected by breakdown in dry lanes. So obviously you're still going to have to move in a little bit when the lanes get a little shredded and dry, but they're not going to over-respond. They're going to keep you in the same zone. They're going to keep you with smaller moves, not gigantic zone moves. Be able to stay in the pocket with something that's clean, responsive, controllable, just a good, cool ball. That's better. There we go. Carry that, baby. What'd I say? Lower flare balls, they reserve more energy for the back, send pins flying. How many messengers do I ever get to connect? I tell you what, I could probably count them on maybe 2 hands. I've done a lot of videos, let's be honest. But to have that kind of hit, yeah, I'm a fan. Let's move it left. Let's get out of this zone. Let's skedaddle. Let's go into 25 now. Now I think since this ball does not flare a lot, that I can be very aggressive with my hand and bring the speed down just a little bit. Oh man. Definitely not skid flip. That ball saw friction and it read pretty quick, but it didn't like go sideways off the spot. It kind of saw it and held pocket, right? So, am I gonna flirt with that outside? Oh yeah, I am. Yes, I am, because I think if I get it in, since the ball doesn't flare a whole lot, I don't think it's gonna see the lane very well. But we'll see if I miss in, I don't know. I'm just having fun. That's what these reviews are. Fun, I tell you, fun, I'm having fun. Come on. Not my best, but again, not my worst. These bowling balls, I'm not gonna give up the pocket. I'm just not. Just kind of have fun. For you guys bowling on drier house shots, and you don't want to change balls, you just want to turn the brain off, you work 9 to 5, 6 to 3, whatever you guys do, go to the dark side. Join us. Let's throw one more shot in here. All right, go back to Frankenstein here. Again? Ah, not again. All right, I got that out to probably 3-4 board. It tried. I tried to get 2 messengers, just couldn't do it. Ah, all right. Let's move another 5 boards. We'll be in the 30 now. More angle. Let's see what it can do when we kind of delay the hook. Plenty of power. Didn't quite get through the pins. Not like I always like to see. I always like to split the 8-9. I'm picky. Very particular with how my ball goes through the pins, okay? But you're asking a lot of a lower flare ball to get back through. When you open your angles that much, you gotta wait for a lot more friction to be able to do it. I think that's it. I don't bowl enough games or shots in these reviews to really break them down like that. I try to keep my shots to the minimum, but still throw enough to get an idea of the ball. That's even wider. But I did a little bit more at the bottom, and the ball responded accordingly. Tell you what though, for bowling nationals, I can see this ball coming into play like game 3 of team, when the pattern's been broken down plenty in the track, everyone's kind of chasing it in a little bit, but you don't want to get like too far left. Dark side could be the one. Let's move 5 more. Let's get all the way left. 35, wide open angles. Can it do it? I think I'm gonna wrap 10. Rep 10 or maybe messenger 10, but it's gonna be a 10, I think. Nah, it's not even gonna hit the head pin. Yeah, okay, we found the zone. We found out, didn't we? When you go all the way left and you miss the ball in, you're sitting in 2-8-10ville. That's not good. But it's kind of to be expected. You can't expect the ball like this to slow down when there's not flaring. It doesn't have the cover strength. That's all right. So let's not miss in. Let's get it to the dry and see if, one, it'll hook back. Two, it can get through the pins. Like that. What do you got? Yeah, yep, 10 pin. Just not enough ball from this zone. It would take a lot of manipulation for me to get it there, and it's just not gonna be the right spot. That's it. I'm not gonna try to make it work, because I don't think it's meant to work from there. Not when there's this much oil. If I had more hand, or maybe you're rev dominant at home. I don't know, but let's move it back right. I'm gonna go back to like 25, finish out this video on a bang. That's what I'm gonna do. That last zone for this ball, I don't think it's meant to be trifled with there. But playing from a little bit straighter angle, getting to the dry, you see the strength of the ball. Far in, weakness. There, dialed in. So I hope you learned a little bit about this new DV8 dark side with that core technology, the duality core, lower differential for more control, non-HK. So please subscribe to the channel, check out the merch. We'll see you guys in another video. Talk to you guys soon.